sir.
Good morning, STM. My name's Michele,
And I am William.
and here are your announcements for today.
This is a reminder for anyone interested in attending the Disney trip next year. Please hand in your application forms to one of the teacher supervisors by the end of the day today.
Members of the STM Ultimate Frisbee team are reminded of their practices on Tuesday and Thursday after school on the side field. Team members are also asked to please see Mr. Castellani before then in order to pick up forms for the city championships that will be held on next Monday.
Attention all 5th period teachers of grade 9s and 10s. Please excuse the junior girls soccer team for their season opener today at CHS. Fan support is welcome. Please see the ad wall for details.
This message is for students who are writing their final exam with resource. Please report to the library at 8 a.m. on the day of your exam. If you have any questions, please come by room 217 prior to exam day.
Attention grads, not returning next year? Please consider donating your gently used uniform items to students in need. Please bring them into the main office during exam week or other summer office hours.
Attention all STM students, exams start tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, June 21st, is your period 1 exam, followed by your period 2 on Wednesday, and so forth until Monday next week, which is your period 5 exam. There are many tips on the Students Helping Students Prefect LMS to help you prepare. Here are some. Use flashcards to study.
Use online Quizlets and old tests.
Find a comfortable and quiet spot to study in.
Try to stay off your phone. Leave it in some other room or on the side of your desk or something.
Schedule your studying, and that is make a plan.
Look at your previous assessments to see what you had difficulty on and focus on those ones the most.
Read over your notes.
Do unit and course review sheets.
If music helps, listen to music.
Turn off any devices, put them on Do Not Disturb, just don't look at them, they're a big distraction.
And make summaries or notes about your courses.
You guys got this, STM. I believe in all of you.
Have a great day.
Good morning, St. Thomas More, students and staff. Please lend me your ears as I take you back in time to 1999 when I joined STM and first met the junior girls soccer coach at the time, Mr. Carboni. While I coached the junior boys and he the girls, I got to know him little by little, as the junior teams would share the field to practice and play their games back to back, much like today. It didn't take me long to recognize that Mr. Carboni had a passion for the game of soccer. Through continued conversations here and there, it was quite evident that on top of his enthusiasm for soccer, there was a true understanding of the game, from tactics to teamwork. In addition, it was evident that he cared a lot for his student athletes over the seasons. Over the next handful of seasons, Mr. Carboni would lead his junior girls to the 2001-2003 city titles. In 2005, when things looked bleak after a regular season lopsided loss to the school from the East End, Mr. Carboni watched film and devised a game plan based on everything he learned about the opponent and his team's earlier crushing defeat. Leaving no stone unturned and taking care of all the details, his junior girls absolutely stunned the Birds with a 2-1 championship victory, bringing home the 2005 championship. In 2007-2008, I had asked Mr. Carboni to help me coach the senior girls. He mulled it over and then accepted, and basically, he's never looked back. That same season, the senior girls brought home the indoor and outdoor championship along with an OFSA appearance. Mr. Carboni was a big part of that success, as once again, reviewing film and making adjustments all came into play. Between that 2008 championship and the more recent 2019 championship, Mr. Carboni and myself coached teams all over the talent spectrum. Some decent teams and some teams, well, let's say with limited talent. Needless to say, success was limited. But the one thing that was consistent was his desire to make the team better one player at a time. Mr. Carboni never gave up during what seemed to be a never-ending dry period. In 2019, an amazing crop of grade 9s together with some nice senior players, gave Mr. Carboni an opportunity to bring home a city championship, its first in 11 years. Most every one of you know that the senior girls led by Mr. Carboni made STM history in 2022 by bringing home every title imaginable, including STM's first ever OFSA AAA title. Let me tell you one last part of this story, because after a 26-game winning streak was snapped in the girls' first OFSA match, things did not look as rosy as it had all year. Knowing after the first day of competition, with the girls having a 1-1 record, day 2 had to be perfect. So that evening, Mr. Carboni began meticulously looking at game film. On a side note, as I'm watching with him, I become more concerned about this boys soccer team from Mount Carmel on the prowl on our hotel floor, who in my eyes could potentially distract our girls from the next day's task at hand. Like an overprotective father, I chased these guys back into the elevator, hopped in with them, and they took me back to their floor, and they actually took me back to their coach's room. I spoke to the coach. I knew him. All was good after that. All the while, Mr. Carboni is once again calmly reviewing game film and devising a game plan that will be needed to ensure more success. The girls implemented the plan and never looked back, winning another 5 straight games, including an overtime win to bring home the OFSA title. I know with limited time and words, I cannot give justice to an awesome coaching career, but I am hoping that there is a sense of appreciation for what Mr. Carboni has contributed to coaching here at St. Thomas More. His commitment, expertise, love for the game, and genuine caring for all the student athletes, I am so proud to say, has earned him the prestigious Calling Hood Coaching Award. Congratulations, my esteemed colleague. Congratulations. Can we get Mr. Carboni in here so I can present this lovely trophy and a great accomplishment for Mr. Carboni? Well, here you are, my friend. Here you are. Congratulations. So well deserved.
I guess I'm supposed to say something about this. Well, I am honored. I'm in a great company. It's humbling. I really don't know. There's been many coaches here worthy of this, definitely more than me. I owe all of this to Mr. Razo, Mr. Meme, who were necessary for us to get where we got. And of course the girls, because as I always tell people in the hallways, all we do is yell at them and then they make things happen. So girls, this is something that you made me win. I guess, where's the camera? No, the other way. Yeah, you made me win this. The part of this, it belongs to you, and thank you so much. And this was a surprise, so I don't have a speech. I don't know what else to say, but thank you.
Good morning, STM. I'm Bianca and I'm honored to be standing before you today introducing this year's retirees. These individuals have served STM in the greatest ways possible and have truly made an impact on our community. Today we recognize all of their dedication, hard work, and accomplishments. We would like to thank them for everything that they have done, not only as a staff member, but as an individual who made it their mission to define what a true knight is and make STM the best school that it could be. To begin, I have the absolute honor of representing a teacher that I am lucky to say that I was taught by. Mrs. Colililo has been teaching for over 20 years and has been teaching at STM for just over 10 of those years. Through her amazing career, she has taught a variety of subjects, ranging from fashion, peer leadership, careers, food and nutrition, credit recovery, and the class that I met her in, religion. When asked what Ms. Colililo's favorite moments were as a teacher, she said that she describes them as the light bulb moments. In her mind, she can actually envision a cartoon light bulb light up above a student's head and witnesses the relief and appreciation for what students just come to understand. How wonderful it is knowing that she has helped that student reach his or her potential at that exact moment. She went on to say that it genuinely brings tears of joy to her eyes. It's the thing that keeps a teacher moving through the difficulties and frustration, and it gives back the rewards tenfold. Mrs. Colillo has not only been a teacher here at STM, but has also been involved in multiple extracurricular activities and began extracurriculars the first day she began teaching here. This includes the Diversity Committee, Literacy Committee, Grad Steering Committee at our HWCD-SB board, Breakfast Club, and whenever or wherever she needed help or she was asked to help, she was there. In retirement, Mrs. Colillo looks forward to the next chapter of her life, spending quality time with family, friends, and also traveling and not paying premium prices to do so. To enjoy her family more in planning of her upcoming boys' weddings and being part of the lives of her future grandchildren. In addition, she is looking forward to volunteering, devoting her time and energy to help the elderly in the nursing homes. In her concluding words, she would like to say that she is truly grateful to everyone who has made this journey as a teacher a fulfilling one. She is thankful for her family, friends, and staff and students that she has been blessed to work with. Her vocation as a teacher has allowed her to help students be the best versions of themselves. Miss will keep each and every night in her heart and will cherish the wonderful memories that she has made here at STM. One of her favorite quotes that keeps her inspired states, "Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey," which I believe is the perfect advice for our seniors, seeing that it is our last day. Thank you, Mrs. Colillo, for everything that you have done. We will truly miss you. Next up, we would like to call up Angelica, who will represent our next retiree.
Our next retiree is Miss Kober. If you do not know Miss Kober, well, you've should have got to know her. Miss Kober is one of our finest math teachers here at our school and is an amazingly helpful teacher. Here are some things about her. Miss Kober has been teaching for 33 years and has been teaching at STM for 15 years. She taught all math. She also taught 1st grade and 9th grade religion in her first year of teaching. Her favorite moments of being a teacher were taking a bit of class time to relax, chit-chat, and tell stories to develop the class report. As one of her past students, I can say her stories are entertaining and humorous, always making us laugh even in functions. The extracurriculars Miss Kober was a part of at STM were graduation committee for most of her teaching career, and she ran the graduation here at STM for 5 years. She was also part of the pilgrimage to Lourdes for approximately 6 years. Miss Kober's favorite student council event was the food trucks this year. She thought it was an effective way to beat the COVID blues. Miss Kober looks forward to being able to go to the washroom when her body tells her to, and not when the bell rings. Miss, I think I can already feel the jealousy from the other teachers. But more seriously, traveling to Italy to spend time with her family there. Mrs. Kober has one final piece of advice. When your pregnant teacher goes into labor early, just before final exams, do not call her at the hospital just after she delivers her first baby to ask her what your mark is going to be before the final exam. What a bacala. Miss Kober, STM wishes you the best. Thank you for all that you've done for STM. We hope you have a fun and relaxing retirement. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Alice representing our next retiree.
Miss Forsyth is a fantastic teacher in STM's math department. I had the honor of having her twice, once in grade 9 math and then again in grade 11. She's amazing, and I'm certainly not the only one who feels that way. She's been teaching for 31 years, and 13 of those years were spent as a night at STM. I had her as my math teacher, but she teaches math and science. Although she loves teaching students, her favorite moments as a teacher was her 31 years spent at a wellness place alternative program, helping dropped out students succeed. She truly is an angel. Not only was she a teacher and a guide, she was also an advisor. At STM, she partook in the Euphoria Club for 5 years, where she had the opportunity to go on a peace march with Gandhi's grandson. I know, kinda crazy. She also supported our lovely Club of Inclusion, More Pride, last year. She not just helped kids with activities in their respective clubs, but she also enjoyed these activities. Her favorite activity was when they played Guitar Hero in the Forum. I wish we could do that again this year. Safe to say she's had an imprint in this school and in the hearts of many students, including mine. In her retirement, she's looking forward to spending time in a cottage at Muskoka this September. Miss Forsyth, STM grad of 1985 and STM retiree of 2022. Things really do come full circle. Miss Forsyth, you are truly a knight for life. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Josiah with our next retiree.
Hello everybody. I come to you today to talk about the great and wonderful Mrs. Boetzel and the legacy that she will leave behind. Mrs. Boetzel has been teaching for 33 years, and I'm not gonna lie to you, you have to be an extremely patient person to put up with, oh, miss, I forgot my calculator, for 33 years. She started her career here at STM in 1990 at the old STM location, and then traveled to a few other schools before landing back at STM 10 years later. She has been back at STM for another 22 years, and 14 of those were as department head of math. Miss has always been a math teacher, except for that time she dabbled in science outside STM. But after coming back, she knew that math was the only subject that she wanted. When I asked Miss Boetzel what her most favorite moment as a teacher was, she told me that every day was a teachable moment. Her favorite teachable moment, you know what I'm saying? But if you were to ask me, I think that Mrs. Boetzel's favorite moment was when she called me out in front of everybody at graduation to confiscate my grad cap just because it was a tad different from the rest. You can ask her yourself. She is very, very, very proud. Mrs. Boetzel was on the grad committee for 20 years and was the chair of the committee with Mrs. Korber for 5 of them. She also co-chaired the honor roll breakfast for a few years before COVID. She also assisted the senior and junior basketball teams for the past 4 seasons and helped organize STM's 40th anniversary. When I asked Ms. Boetzel what she was looking forward to in retirement, she told me, and I quote, "I am so looking forward to traveling anytime I want. I don't have to wait for any break or summer to go anywhere. Mrs. Boetzel, we really do hope that you get to travel everywhere you wanted, and now you can. Send a postcard from that yacht in Dubai." To wrap this up, as a school community, we just wanted to say that we are so excited and happy for you, Mrs. Boetzel. And we are so proud to say that the Mrs. Boetzel was a knight and will always be a knight. Congratulations, Miss. We love you and wish you the best in your retirement.
Thank you, Josiah. Now we have Peace representing our next retiree.
Good morning, STM. I'm very honored to be able to recognize a very special person here at St. Thomas More. Miss McElveen has been teaching for 35 years all around Ontario and at STM for 16 years as the English Languages Department head. She came as a young 25-year-old teacher with no kids and found joy in watching her students accomplish goals in academics and sports. As a teacher advisor, one of her favorite memories this year was watching the junior girls volleyball team win a hard-fought championship game. Her favorite student council event this year was our start to summer food truck day, and her favorite memory this year was watching her daughter graduate from the same school that she did way back in 1981. Definitely an unforgettable experience. Miss McElveen coached soccer, volleyball, basketball, badminton, and even started a spirit club at St. John de Brébeuf. One thing she will miss is helping her students and preparing them for their futures. She's looking forward to no marking and, according to her students, reading lots of books. With the last 35 years flying by, Miss McElveen leaves us with one last piece of advice. STM is a special school. Don't wait too long to realize that.
Thank you, Peace. For our next retiree, I am honored to be representing this person because they taught me and I'm just so blessed. Mrs. Finn was hired at STM in January 1991. Other than one semester at SJB, Mrs. Finn has been a proud knight. She has taught English at STM for 31 years and also spent some time working as a teacher librarian in the library. Miss Finn impacted many of our students through the clubs and teams she has been a part of, including cheerleading, fashion show productions, prefects, and the Read More book club. Miss Finn always enjoyed when students found passion around literature. It would brighten her day to see how students became excited about an assignment or how the plot of a novel or play would unfold. She always enjoyed watching old students succeed in school and later in life as well. Miss Finn always allowed the students to teach her as much as she taught them. She found honor in learning from and about her students. In retirement, Miss Finn is looking forward to traveling with her husband, taking care of her little dog Horatio, and of course, lots and lots of reading. Miss Finn, we wish you nothing but the best and are so proud and happy for you. Thank you. Now we will have Giselle with our next retiree.
Now we commemorate the retirement of one of our longtime teaching staff, Miss Gravina. Throughout her 37 years of teaching, she has spent 29 of them at STM. She has come to be known as a beloved teacher, a wise mentor, and an integral member of the St. Thomas More community. She has taught business and computers to students, but has spent the majority of her career guiding them in their co-op placements as a co-op teacher. Her favorite moment as a teacher is being able to witness her students excel. She finds great pride and happiness, especially as a co-op teacher, when her students are able to pursue careers that reflect the interest they have displayed during their time at co-op. Ms. Gravina had also contributed her time outside of classes as a student council advisor for a few years. She was also a member of the STEP Squad. She's also dedicated her time with grad awards for the past 20 years. When asked about her favorite student council event, she had joyfully given an undecided answer, as she said there are so many memorable events. She did, however, briefly highlight the 40th anniversary of STM, and being able to see her students participate in the events and getting the chance to get to know them at a different level. As much as Ms. Gravina looks forward to the relaxing time she'll have in retirement, she finds it difficult to leave her teaching career. She has absolutely loved her time as a teacher and says she will miss it dearly. Ms. Gravina, on behalf of all of STM, we sincerely congratulate you on your retirement and we wish you all the best. Thank you for all that you've done.
Next up, we have Tiana, who will represent our next retiree.
Mr. Leviza has been a prominent fixture at STM for 39 years, where he's been teaching for 34 and a student at STM for 5. With the only time he has left for university, he has always been a key member within the STM community. He proceeded to teach English, careers in civics, guidance, and now is currently in the library. His monumental moments as a teacher at STM is being able to work with students who he has taught in the past and are now his colleagues. He also takes pride in his work when his former students have returned to see him and thank you for his help and inspiration. While at STM, he has coached a junior boys football team for 34 years of teaching, the track team within his first 5, and was an integral part at the end of the year video for 10 to 12 years, and boy was that a lot of work. One of his most prominent memories at STM was a fundraiser where the students had the ability to bid money to shave their mustaches, beards, and hair of teachers and staff, where he had the role of MC. He fondly remembers when the students would pile up their money and create bidding wars ranging to thousands of dollars just to shave their teachers' heads. He's looking forward to his next chapter to spend more time with his parents, family, and traveling with his newfound free time, with his message to the school being, "Time flies when you're having fun. I've had a lot of fun, and time has certainly flown by. With that, we thank you for being such an integral part of STM and wish you well in your retirement."
Now we will have Alessia representing our next retiree.
Mr. Concitore has been teaching at STM since 1983. That is 39 years in total. His first year at STM was in the 1987-1988 school year. He has spent a total of 35 years at STM. The classes that he primarily taught were computer studies, but he also taught several math classes and one phys ed class. He says that every day at STM is special. Simply to have been given the opportunity to be a part of this amazing community was special. However, his favorite memories were coaching and winning the first junior boys Father Kennedy Invitational Basketball Tournament in 1989. 2 members of that team are teachers at STM today. He also remembers winning back-to-back HWCDSB Senior Boys Basketball Championships and the first GHAC championship in school history between 1996 and 1997. He coached both junior and senior basketball teams from 1987 to 2013. He coached the hurdles for the track and field team from 1987 to 1990. And for the last 5 years, he has been part of the cross-country team coaching staff. In retirement, he is looking forward to doing whatever life brings and spending time with family, both immediate and extended. Congratulations, Mr. Conchatori, on your retirement.
Lastly, we will have Melania Bozzo representing our last retiree.
Good morning, STM. My name is Melania and I'm here from your student council. I'm here to recognize our final retiree, Miss Walters. Miss Walters has been teaching at STM for 34 years. Sorry, not at STM, she's been teaching for 34 years. She has taught at 4 different high schools and the school board: Cardinal Newman, St. John de Brebeuf, Cathedral, and St. Thomas More. She's been teaching at STM for the past 16 years. Miss Walters taught business and math for the first 18 years of her teaching career. She held the position of resource teacher for the past 16 years, with the last 14 years as the department head of special education. Miss Walters' most memorable moment here at STM occurred at our graduation ceremonies, where students with special needs are rewarded and cheered for their accomplishments. Miss Walters established and promoted the Best Buddies program here at STM. What Miss Walters is looking most forward to in the future during retirement is going on vacation and spending time with her family. Miss Walters, you will be very missed here at STM, and we are so incredibly proud and excited for you to take the next step. We would like to thank you for all you do for the school community. We are so grateful to have had you as an advisor and wish you the best in the near future.
To all of our retirees, thank you for all of your hard work and dedication throughout the years of your teaching careers. We wish you all the very best in your futures and are so grateful to have had you be part of our STM community. Thank you. Now we will move on to our year in review. STM, this year has truly been like no other. To begin, I want to start off by saying that it was my absolute honor to serve as your president this year. Representing STM was easy to do when a school is this great. Through this experience, I was not only able to lead, but also able to learn. I would like to say a quick thank you to all of my advisors, Mrs. Danielowitz, Mrs. Cicchetti, Mrs. Manchisi, and Mrs. Silvestri, for your continuous support and guidance, and to my amazing council members, who I've probably spent most of my senior year with. I truly couldn't have asked for a better team and year. We've made so many crazy great memories during the course of this 2021 to 2022 school year, and in honor of that, Student Council has put together a year in review to commemorate everything that has happened this year.
Throwing it all the way back to September, we started off with the Orange Shirt Day, collecting donations for Indigenous communities, and supported the Every Child Matters movement. We then went into celebrating our senior and junior football teams as we prepped for all of the great games and wins. In mid-October, we held Pink Shirt Day for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and Purple Shirt Day in support of Children's Aid Society. Moving into November, Council had the Movember competition and began planning our virtual Christmas assembly.
Mid-December, right before the break, we held our Christmas Spirit Week, which included door decorating contests, a Christmas PJ Pant Day, our Christmas Assembly, and our council's Christmas movie, which literally took us a month to film. After lockdown, our Christmas break, we quickly transitioned into February planning and hosted our Valentine's Day Spirit Week, which featured our iconic candygrams. And in the beginning of March, we held our Toonies for Tuition Civvies Day, which sparked Mr. Daly's idea to host a cultural day a week later. In April, Council held an Easter Spirit Week where we had candygrams, the Easter Bunny, and guess where the bunny was hidden. Closer to the end of April, we brought back a council tradition and held our school-wide dodgeball tournament, which was the biggest event of the year. In May, we moved into our huge events and hosted our Classy Night themed prom and our Nights Under the Lights themed semi, which were just a week apart.
To end off the year, we held our Start to Summer event where we had food trucks and Splash Blaster that soaked me and our VPs, our principal, and a few other special guests. STM, all of the events we have just listed are over the course of this school year would not have been possible without you. You are the reason why events turn out so good. I mean, council has a part in that too, but seriously, you guys carry the spirit and energy through this school, and you determine the vibe.
Thank you for a great year and great memories. We are going to watch a short video full of pictures from this year as a recap, but for now, seeing that this is our last time on this podium, STM, this is Bianca Spasso, Student Council President.
Mr. Josiah Bowen, Student Council Vice President.
Signing out.
Thanks, STM.
Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. You know I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadow, blocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn the stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the fall rises, somebody sighs who is not in disguise anymore. There's nothing to keep you from falling in love. It starts at the bottom, it comes from above. Like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn to stone at hospitals and funeral homes. And when the tide rises, somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you was standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last
without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood comes first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own.
STM, those have been all of your announcements. Good luck on your exams, and have a great day.